You mentioned the screening that you do here. Is that screening in depth enough to be able to, on that initial free screening, which is, I'm sure, very appealing to people, if they were to come in and have that free screening, can you pretty much tell pretty quickly from that screening alone?
That's a great question because screenings are screenings and they're positive or negative. And most of the textbooks talk about 70% of swelling being related to superficial vein disease. Swelling is a hard thing. It's a general thing. We like to look at medicines. There are some blood pressure medicines that are notorious that will make you puff and swell a little bit. Usually people, when they start seeing swelling around their feet and the ankle, they're like, oh my gosh, is this my kidneys? Is this my heart? I got to go see the doctor. And then the doctor does a bunch of blood tests. Maybe he sends them for an echocardiogram. And a lot of times people have been around the ringer for years until maybe a friend or a neighbor or one of our patients or somebody kind of, chimes in. But again, what we do here is not taught very well at all, if at all, in medical school or residency. To test the superficial veins, we have to stand people up. If we were going to check out your heart, we'd put you on a treadmill and get you walking along, get your heart rate up, right? When we're checking your superficial veins, we have to stand you up for a few minutes and get the veins full. And then we do these maneuvers where we squeeze and check the blood flow. We want to see it flow from the skin down into the deep system. And it's allowed to go backwards up to about a half a second. All veins are lined with these one-way valves that act like traffic cops, and everything should go down and head north. And what we're looking for are illegal U-turns and highways of trouble. So the veins that get into trouble are the great saphenous vein. It's implicated 90+% of the time. So that's the usual culprit. And then there's another one on the back of the calf called the small saphenous vein. And likewise, if we test it and we see it go forward, it doesn't go backwards, well, then that's good. If it goes backwards, we measure the amount of time that it goes backwards, and we measure the diameter of the vein. Turns out that the blood that's in the deep vein is pressurized. And if it finds a weak valve over months and years, that pressure pushing back slowly balloons and dilates that vein. So we will actually measure the size of the vein. So if we check you and it's going backwards more than half a second, let's say it's going back a second, and it's 6.5 or 7 millimeters, well, okay, that's a double whammy that's the troublemaker. And then if you have symptoms that match up with it, then we can work with people and, give them some options. And so that's part of our effort, is to get out and educate people about what we do and try and help them